The penthouse window explodes inward. Shards rain like knives. I drop to the marble floor, heart slamming against my ribs. A masked man in black tactical gear steps through the frame, rain dripping from his coat, pistol already raised. The red dot of his laser sight dances across my chest. "Elara Voss," he says, voice muffled but calm. "Don't scream. It'll only make this quicker." If I freeze, how does he know my name? No one calls me Voss anymore. Not since the wedding. He strides forward. I scramble backward until my spine hits the glass coffee table. The gun presses cold under my chin, forcing my head up. "Your leverage," he growls. "Kwon thinks he can hide you in plain sight. Cute." My mouth is dry. "Please, I don't know what—" "Shut up." He yanks me to my feet by my hair. Pain flares white hot. "Your father owed the syndicate 30 million. Kwon paid it, took you as collateral, but collateral can be collected." Collateral, not debt payoff. Protection? No. His phone buzzes. He glances at it, tenses. "Shit." A beat of silence. Then, crash. The bedroom door flies off its hinges. Julian Kwon stands in the doorway. Drenched, black coat streaming water, eyes no longer the flat obsidian I've known for months. They burn. Feral. Alive. He doesn't speak. He moves. The intruder spins, gun swinging. Julian closes the distance in 2 strides, knocks the barrel aside with a forearm block, drives an elbow into the man's throat. Cartilage crunches. The gun clatters. The intruder gurgles, swings a knife. Julian catches the wrist, twists until bone snaps, then slams the man's face into the wall. Plaster cracks. Blood sprays. I'm shaking so hard my teeth chatter. Julian doesn't stop. He wrenches the intruder's arm behind his back, forces him to his knees, then, without pause, drives a knee into the base of the skull. A wet snap. The body slumps. Silence except for rain drumming glass. Julian turns to me, chest heaving, blood on his knuckles, rain in his lashes. For the first time since our sterile wedding, he really looks at me. I expect cold detachment. Instead, his gaze is raw hunger laced with something darker. Fear. He crosses the room in 3 strides, hauls me against his chest. One arm locks around my waist, the other cradles the back of my head like I'm fragile, like I'm his. "You're mine," he rasps against my hair, voice wrecked. "Anyone who comes for you dies." The words detonate inside me. Heat, terror, want. I should push him away. I should run. Instead, my fingers curl into his soaked shirt like he's the only solid thing left in the world. 1-minute flashback. Soft piano sting. 3 months earlier. My father's voice cracks over the phone. "Elara, baby, I'm sorry. They were going to kill me. Kwon. He offered to clear it all. He only wants the marriage. 1 year. Then you're free." I stared at the contract on the hotel desk. Black ink. My signature already forged in the margin by some lawyer. The ceremony was worse than cold. It was clinical. No flowers. No guests. A city hall clerk reading legalese while Julian stood beside me in a charcoal suit, staring at the wall like I was furniture. No kiss, no ring exchange. Just papers signed, a nod, and a black rose waiting. He never looked at me. Not once. 1 to 2. Penthouse montage, slow moody beat. The elevator opens to glass and steel, floor-to-ceiling windows framing Seoul's neon veins. My bedroom is on the east wing, his on the west. A hallway between us feels like an ocean. He never crosses it. Communication happens through his assistant, Minji. "Mr. Kwon requests you remain inside after 10 p.m. Mr. Kwon has approved this tailor for your wardrobe. Mr. Kwon will be in Tokyo until Friday." I overhear the maids once. "He doesn't like women," one whispers. "Never has. All business, all control." I told myself it was perfect. No love, no expectations, no heartbreak. Just survival. Safe, until I started noticing things. My favorite tea appeared in the kitchen the exact day I ran out. The balcony door I always left cracked was suddenly locked at night. Security cameras I hadn't seen before tracked the halls. I caught him once. 3 a.m. I couldn't sleep. I padded into the living room in silk shorts and his oversized shirt I'd stolen from the laundry. He was in the armchair, facing my bedroom door, elbows on knees, staring like a predator waiting for prey to stir. Our eyes met. His expression wasn't cold. It was restrained, jaw tight, hands clenched white-knuckled. He stood abruptly and left without a word. The next morning he was gone. Overseas trip. Storm warnings flashing red on every screen. That night the power died. 2 to 3, rising dread. Darkness swallowed the penthouse. Rain lashed the windows. I lit my phone flashlight, heart thudding. Footsteps in the hall. Not Minji's heels. Heavy, deliberate. I backed toward the kitchen, grabbed a knife from the block. "Who's there?" No answer. The blackout wasn't random. Every light in the building was out, but the emergency strips glowed. Someone had cut main power. Glass shattered in the master suite. I ran. 3 to 4. Invasion peaks. He came through the bedroom window like he owned the place. Mask, gloves, suppressed pistol. Elara. He knew exactly where I'd hide, behind the island. I lunged with the knife. He caught my wrist, twisted until I dropped it, then slammed me against the fridge. Gun under my jaw again. "Your husband's enemies send regards," he said. "They want to know if Kwon really doesn't care, or if you're the one thing he can't afford to lose." I spat blood from where my lips split. "He doesn't care. You're wasting your time." He laughed low. "We'll see." His phone rang. He answered without moving the gun. "Yes?" Pause. His body stiffened. "Copy that, but—" He never finished, because Julian arrived. 4 to 5, aftermath, heavy breathing, rain still pounding. Julian doesn't let go. His arms are iron bands around me, one hand fisted in my hair, the other splayed across my lower back, pressing me so tight I feel every shudder in his chest. Blood from his knuckles smears my cheek. I don't care. I should be screaming, crying, running. Instead, I'm clinging to him like he's oxygen, and I've been drowning for months. He pulls back just enough to look at me. Rainwater drips from his hair onto my lips. His eyes, God, those eyes, are molten now. No more ice, just fire held back by fraying threads. "You're bleeding," he says, thumb brushing my split lip. The touch is gentle, reverent. It undoes me. "I'm fine," I whisper. My voice cracks. You killed him. I'd kill 100 more." His jaw flexes. "They don't touch what's mine." The word mine lands like a brand. Heat floods low in my belly, even as terror still rattles my bones. He guides me to the couch, sits me down, then crouches in front of me like I might shatter. For the first time, I see the man behind the myth. Not the ghost CEO, just Julian, exhausted, terrified, furious. "Why?" I ask. "Why the distance? The rumors? All of it?" He exhales hard, scrubs a hand over his face. "Your father didn't just owe money. He owed the Black Lotus syndicate. They don't forgive debts. They collect in blood. When he came to me begging, I saw the photos they sent. You walking home from your night class. You asleep in your apartment. They were already closing in." My stomach drops. "So you bought me?" "I bought time." His voice is gravel. "I paid the debt. Married you on paper. Spread the lie that I'm untouchable, asexual, married to my empire. Made them think you were nothing to me. A decoration. Leverage they couldn't use because I wouldn't care if they took you." He meets my eyes. "I was wrong. I cared too much. Every day I kept my distance so I wouldn't lose control. Because if I touched you, if I let myself want you, I wouldn't stop." The confession hangs between us. I swallow. "You flew back through a typhoon." "I felt it." He taps his temple. Something was wrong. I knew. 5 to 6. Intimacy builds. Voices low. Close. I reach out, hesitant, trace the line of his jaw. He flinches like the touch burns, then leans into it. "Was any of it real?" I ask, echoing the question that's haunted me since the wedding. "Or was I just strategy?" He catches my wrist, presses my palm to his chest. His heart is racing. wild, unsteady. Every second I spent pretending not to see you was torture, he says. I memorized the way you bite your lip when you read, the song you hum when you think no one hears, the exact shade your eyes turn when you're angry. His thumb strokes my pulse point. I wanted you so badly it scared me. Still does. I lean closer. Our foreheads touch. Then stop being scared, I whisper. His breath hitches. Elara. I close the last inch. My lips brush his. Soft, testing. He freezes. Then something snaps. He kisses me like a man starving. Hands cradle my face, tilting me exactly where he wants me. Tongue sweeps in, claiming, desperate. I moan into his mouth and he growls low in his throat, hauling me onto his lap. My thighs straddle him. His fingers dig into my hips hard enough to bruise. Sirens wail closer. Red and blue lights flash through the shattered window. He breaks the kiss, breathing ragged. They're not done. This was a probe. They'll come harder now that they know you matter. 6 to 7. Tension spikes again. He stands, pulling me with him. We need to move. Security floods the penthouse. Black suits, earpieces, weapons drawn. Minji appears, pale but composed. Sir, perimeter's compromised. Extraction team is 30 seconds out. Julian nods once. To me, pack nothing. We're leaving now. I grab his sleeve. I'm not running. His eyes darken. You don't get a choice. I do. I step into him, chin up. You protected me without asking. Now I'm choosing to stand with you. Not because I have to, because I want to. Something shifts in his expression. Pride, relief, raw need. He kisses me again, hard and fast. Then you stay close. No arguments. 7 to 8. Choice cemented. 2 days later, Kwon Tower boardroom. Glass walls, city sprawls below like a glittering trap. Hostile takeover bid on the table. Black Lotus proxies in the room, smirking, thinking they've cornered him. Julian stands at the head, me beside him. First time I've ever been in this room. His hand rests possessively on my lower back. One of the proxies sneers. Your little wife won't save your empire, Kwon. Julian smiles. Cold, lethal. She's not here to save it. She's here to watch me burn yours down. He slides a tablet across the table. Evidence, wire transfers, names. Enough to bury the syndicate for decades. The proxies pale. Julian leans forward. Leave, or I release everything. And next time someone comes for her, he glances at me, voice dropping to a vow only I hear. I won't stop at one body. They leave. 8 to 9. Public claim. Later rooftop. Wind whips my hair. Soul glitters below. Julian turns me to face him. I'm giving you an out. Clean divorce. New identity. Money. Safety. No more monsters. I study him. The man who killed for me. Who starved himself to keep me safe. Who looks at me now like I'm the only light he's ever known. I step closer. If I stay forever. His breath catches. Then he kisses me slow, deep, like he's sealing a pact. When he pulls back, he speaks loud enough for the security detail and the world watching through the live feed he authorized to hear, Elara Kwon is my wife, my partner, my everything. Anyone who threatens her signs their own death warrant. Cameras flash below. The city sees us, united, untouchable. 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Closing sting. We stand there, his arm around me, rain starting again. I look up at him. Love this powerful doesn't end gently, does it? He smiles. Dark, dangerous mine. No, baby, it burns. Final beat, music swells, screen fades to black. If that ending hit you in the chest, smash that like button. Drop a comment. Would you stay with the monster who'd kill for you? And subscribe so you don't miss part 2, because this story, it's only getting darker and hotter. See you in the next one.